it is Gentendo here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the perfect matcha latte at home. So even if you are someone that doesn't really like it or can't get used to it, I promise you it's not going to taste fishy, seaweedy, or grassy. It's going to be literally perfect every single time. So starting with what you need to make the perfect matcha latte, you are going to use a frother. Any type will do. You can get these literally anywhere like Walmart and the Dollar Tree, or you can get a nice matcha whisk set like the one I'm going to be using today. It's definitely not necessary, but I promise it just elevates the matcha experience. So I'm going to be using this pink one today. Then the next thing you're going to need is your matcha powder. And this is very, very important. There are two different types that I see people use. One would be ceremonial and then the other culinary. Without a long explanation, everything like that, the short answer is the best one for matcha lattes and teas is going to be the ceremonial grade. Culinary is a lot cheaper. They give you way more for less, but that is because it's meant for baking and such. So you use a lot of powder when you bake, but it is lower quality. You will taste, and if you are someone that is trying to get into the flavor of matcha, if you try culinary, I don't think you will like it at all. But the matcha powder that I like to use is the Naoki one. This one is really affordable to me. It's around $20 to $25 as opposed to the $40 ones I've been seeing. Next, we are going to need some milk. Now, the milk is probably the most crucial step in this entire latte because it truly is what makes or breaks your drink. You need to use a milk that you like, because if you use milk that you do not like or you think that is okay, that is exactly how your drink is going to taste. So it doesn't matter which milk you use as long as it's one you like. I highly recommend if you are trying to get into matcha latte, you use milk that's pre-made like Pinkare. This is a really, really good brand. I actually made Banana Uyu matcha latte a few weeks ago and it was the best matcha ever. So first thing we are going to do is add our hot water to a cup. Then we are going to add our matcha whisk to the hot water. This is going to help soften the bristles so it's not so scratchy and make the whisk more pliable. So while that is soaking, we are going to set up our matcha powder. So taking our matcha powder, you are going to add 1 teaspoon, especially if you are trying to like it, don't do more than 1 teaspoon. Using a matcha sifter to make the powder nice and fine. If you want a deeper, richer flavor, you can always add a 2nd teaspoon of matcha. I like doing 2 teaspoons, but I wouldn't recommend any more than that, or else it can kind of leave your mouth kind of dry, so I wouldn't recommend more than 2 teaspoons. So if you are someone that doesn't have a sifter and you're using a frother, this is totally fine. It's just you will have to froth it for a little bit longer to really make sure all those lumps and clumps are out. So now that our matcha is sifted and it's ready to go, you are going to want to add 2 ounces of warm water. You want to make sure it's 2 ounces so you don't water down the matcha or you don't have it too strong. And then again, you do want to make sure it is warm, not boiling hot water, because if it's boiling hot, you will burn the matcha flavor and there's no going back from that. And I know a lot of people have those fancy electric kettles that heat up exactly to like 170 degrees, but I honestly just pour it and I just dip my finger in, and if it's warm, then I just roll with it this way. So when it comes to whisking your matcha, you are going to want to do it in an M or a Z pattern. Really, that's the best way. That's how they recommend you do it, and it's what gets all the lumps and clumps out. And again, if you are using a frother, you would just use it like normal, but you're probably going to do it a little bit longer to really make sure you get all the lumps and clumps out. When your matcha foams up really easily and really nicely, that's how you know you have a good quality, and also that's how you know it is done and ready to go. So now it's finally time to put our matcha latte together, and this is totally unnecessary but very important to me, and that is grabbing a cute or an aesthetic cup to put your drink in. If you follow me, you always hear me say that food and drinks taste better on cute dishware and cups, so I really recommend getting a special cup that you really like, or just your favorite mug or glass in general. Since I'm doing a strawberry milk matcha latte, I decided to use a strawberry glass, and this is probably one of my favorite glasses for matcha because I love the way the red and green look together. So now our matcha latte is done. Now this is the step where you can add any sweetener you want, honey, vanilla syrup, or even strawberry jelly. I like doing that a lot, but the milk I added today was really sweet, so there's no sweetener needed. But again, if whatever you need to make it sweet, do it, because again, it is your matcha latte, so you have to make it the way you want it to. So if you guys found the video helpful, please make sure to let me know down below, comment and subscribe. And if you end up making your own matcha lattes at home, make sure to tag me on Instagram. I really would love to see your guys' matcha lattes and see how you guys make it. If you want to try out the matcha powder that I used, or even the whisk set, or any accessories you saw today in this video, I will leave a link to my Amazon storefront below so you can check it out. Happy National Matcha Day and also Asian Pacific Islander Month. It's a huge deal for my culture, so I'm really excited for the month of May. And I have so much vlogs and content coming, so please make sure to follow along and hit the notification bell. I would really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. Stay cool, stay hydrated. Don't forget your sunscreen as it's getting warmer, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.